Hello, this is the Watchdog, and welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today we're going to review the Berny AM7081M. Let's start out with the wrist check. Since I have an orange watch I'm reviewing, I decided to bring out my other two orange watches. I have my Seiko SRPD 59 5KX, and Grogo is wearing my Heimdaller Monster. There's another reason why I brought these two watches out, but I'll show you later. Grogu has been learning French. I took him to see the new Jurassic World movie, and he developed a little crush on Bryce Dallas Howard. He keeps referring to her as Mon Ami Bryce. Alright, let's take the watch out of the box and take a look at it. And here it is. This is the third Berny on my channel and the second dive style watch. I really liked their sub homage I reviewed. I reached out to Berny to see if they would send me another watch to review. They said they couldn't give me a watch, but they could sell me one at a significant discount in exchange for a review. I agreed and purchased the watch at a discount on an agreement that I would do a review and supply a coupon code to help sell the watch. In no way am I obligated to give the watch a positive review nor give Berny approval of the review. Unfortunately, the watch got lost in the mail, and it finally arrived a good month after it made it to this country. Berny asked me to hold the review until the 20th of June to get ready for the big June 30th sale, and I agreed since I had plenty of other watches to review anyway. This is a super compressor style watch with the second crown to rotate the inner timing bezel, but not an actual super compressor case. Actual super compressors are only made for watch enthusiasts who appreciate the history, as most dive watches can easily reach the 200 meters of a super compressor without the complications of the case. There is also a black colorway and a white colorway. I chose the orange because I like the look better. Mrs. Watchdog doesn't like the color. Must remind her too much of that North Edge Mars watch that she really hated. The watch is 41.9 millimeters at the bezel, but the bezel overhangs the case a little bit, so it's 41 millimeters at the case, 49.7 millimeters lug to lug. It's 13.5 millimeters thick, has a 20 millimeter lug width, and weighs 107 grams on the supplied silicone strap. The bezel is a fixed bezel with a rotating inner bezel. You can use this top crown to rotate the inner bezel, and you can do it in both directions. And since it's not a screw down crown, you can technically use it while underwater. It has a Lume triangle at the home position, so you really wouldn't call it a Lume pip because it's not a little dot. The minute markers of the ascension phase are white, and all the other minute markers are black, and all the numbers are black. The dial has no sunburst effect, as you can see. The outer is a matte orange and the inner has a waffle pattern. Let's see, yeah, you can see the waffle pattern there. Then it says Berny on top. Berny doesn't have a logo. Their name is their logo. And on the bottom it says automatic. And there's no mention of the water resistance on the dial, but it does mention it on the caseback. And water resistance is 200 meters. The lumed indices are applied batons except for the 12 and the 6. The 12 and the 6 do not have lume. Then it has loomed hour and minute hands, and they remind me a lot of the Seiko hands. If you look at the 5KX I'm wearing, the only biggest difference is there seems to be more of a tip on the minute hand. The second hand is red with the loomed arrow tip. There is a day date at the 3. And the date shows 3 days. I don't know why they did that, but as you can see, it shows you the day before and the day after. And the day does not have a second language. It'll go Monday to Monday, Tuesday to Tuesday. So if you're looking for one with a second language, this one does not have it. The crystal is a flat sapphire. Not sure if it has AR coating, but you can see through it just fine. I mean, there's a little bit of reflection, but not horrible. The case is solid stainless steel and it's brushed everywhere, so it has a real tool watch look. The screw down case back is a display case back, and the display is also sapphire, so this is a true sapphire sandwich. One might be skeptical of a watch that's under $100 would have a sapphire case back, so I went ahead and tested it. As you can see, it's sapphire, and since I got the tester out, we'll test the main crystal too. Sapphire. Then the case back also says stainless steel. Then it gives the 20 ATM, which is 200 meters. And then it says superior luminous. So if it says superior luminous, it better have some pretty good lume. And we'll find out later in the lume test. And then it says automatic. Then underneath the case back, I don't know if you can see, but it says 21 joules. And this is indeed a Miyota. This is the Miyota 8205, which is the day-date version of the 8215. The 8205 is a 21 joule 3 hertz workhorse movement that hand winds but does not hack, and it has a unidirectional rotor. See, you can see it spins freely in one direction. I don't think it makes any noise. I'm never bothered by rotor noise anyway, unlike some reviewers out there. Here it is on the time grapher. As you can see, it's running pretty slow. Usually, you don't want your watch to run slow if it's a hacking movement, because you want to be able to hack the watch and just let time catch up. But since this is a non-hacking movement, it really doesn't matter, because you're always going to have to adjust the hands anyway. So at least there's not that much beat error, and we have what appears to be a pretty smooth line. So this movement isn't horrible. The strap is silicone, and unfortunately it's that really cheap feeling, really slick silicone. And it does not have quick release, nor does it even have spring bars. As you can see here, it's got screws to remove the strap. So you're going to need 2 screwdrivers, one for each head, if you want to remove the strap. There is a nice pattern cut into it though, so it does look nice. It just doesn't feel very good. I mean, it's comfortable. It just has that cheap silicone slick feel. The inside is smooth, and there are 2 floating keepers, and there are no little nibs to hold the first keeper in place. Then the unsigned buckle is, oh, I guess it is signed. No, stainless steel. The unsigned buckle is polished, and it seems sturdy enough. It's not super sturdy, but it's not flimsy either. I would say the strap is a little disappointing. Here's the watch on my 7.5-inch wrist. As you can see, it wears nice. Even though this is a pretty big watch, it doesn't look quite as big because it's basically a round case with attached lugs. So it looks as small as it can be for its size. It is kind of chunky though. It looks a little bit chunkier than it is. At 13.5, it doesn't sound that bad, but it looks pretty thick. But it's light, it's comfortable, and I think it looks nice. When a watch says super luminous, it better have some good lume. So let's see if it lives up to its claim. As we speed up the time, we can see that the lume is glowing like a torch. And the best thing about it is the lume triangle on the bezel is as good as the minute hand, which is a key for a good dive style watch. So I would agree that this is indeed super luminous. Another reason why I brought out those two orange watches is because they have some of the best lume of any watch I have. So I wanted to compare it with some good lume watches. As you can see, the Berny is keeping up with the Heimdallr and the Seiko neck and neck. So yeah, this Berny has some pretty good lume to it. What do I like about this watch? Well, I like the looks. It looks really nice. I like this orange color. And I like this case. It's very attractive. I like the fact that it has great lume. It says super luminous, and I would agree, especially considering the price of this watch is under $100. I like the brush finish of the case. And I like the fact you're getting a sapphire display case back, which makes this a true sapphire sandwich. What are my gripes and groans? I don't like the strap. It has that really slick silicone feel. And I think if I was to keep it, I'd probably replace it. Not sure why we need a date window with 3 dates in it. And there's only one language on the day wheel, which doesn't bother me any because I speak English. But if you're not a native English speaker and was hoping for a different day language, you're going to be disappointed. Do I recommend this watch? Sure, this watch is great. My only real gripe is the strap, and you can change that easy enough. It's a 20mm, so I'm sure you got plenty of straps that this watch would look just great on. So if you like the look of the watch, go ahead and pull the trigger. There should be a link and a discount code in the description from the Berny official store. Well, thank you for watching my review of the Berny AM7081M, and I will be back with another review. Be sure and like and subscribe to my channel. Bye.